Hey everybody, welcome to Setta's Place. Today's video is how to make a C2C triangle. So here's a small sample I've already done. I'm going to be working one with you. And this is the traditional way that is majority of the time when people do this corner to corner. This is the traditional way that it's done. And I'm going to show you that first. And then I'm going to show you a little variation that I've done to make the holes not so airy, because on this one, as you can see, there's like the gaps are kind of airy. So I'll show you this first, and then I'll show you the little bit of changes I've made to help with those spaces. Okay, we're going to start with a slip knot. And we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you do another double crochet in the next chain. And then one more in that last chain. So this is the start of our C2C. You have the chain, there's 3 chains where that's your turning chain, and you put 3 double crochets in there. Now we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from your hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put a double crochet in there. 1, and do 2 more double crochets. 2 and 3. And then you have something that looks kind of awkward, like this, and just go turn it up. And then this is the turning chains that you had. Now we're going to go into the gap and slip stitch. And that brings it together. And here we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to put 3 double crochets in this space. So let's do 3 double crochets. So there is our first corner. And then we're going to chain 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you hold on to your chain, and then you're going to count the 4th chain from your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, and put a double crochet. 1, and put 2 more double crochets in the next 2 stitches. And then you have, it looks like that. So again, you just turn it up, and then you slip stitch. Chain 3, and 3 double crochets into the space. And then you slip stitch into the top where your chain 3 is, and chain 3, and 3 double crochets into the space. Okay, so that is basically all you're doing, is repeating these steps over and over again. So from here, when you get to this edge over here, you chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You hold on to the chain and you count 1, 2, 3, the 4th chain from your hook, put a double crochet, 1, and then 2 more double crochets, and then you have this upside down thing here, and then you just flip it up, and then you slip stitch, and then chain 3, and then 3 double crochets, and you keep repeating this until the triangle is the size that you are wanting. Slip stitch, 3 double crochets, and then slip stitch, 3 double crochet, 3 chains, and then 3 double crochets. Okay, so now that I've shown you the traditional way to do the corner to corner, where you chain 6 up here, and then you chain 3 in between. I find that, like I said, with this, the holes are much airy. So you see how much bigger they are. I'm going to show you a way to reduce the holes for those sections. I'm going to continue on here. So if you wanted to make the holes smaller, chain 5 instead of chaining 6. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold your chain, and you do the same thing. You go to the, but you would go to the 3rd chain instead of the 4th. So 1, 2, 3. Do a double crochet. And do 2 more double crochets. Like that. And you do the same thing, you turn it up, and then you connect with the slip stitch. So now this space here is not as big as these, how it's open, and it's not there. And here you would chain 2 instead of chaining 3. And then through 3 double crochets, just like you have been. Slip stitch into this top of that one. And then chain 2. And then do the same thing, 3 double crochets. And slip stitch, and you do that all the way. So you would do that instead of the way we did the previous. And you can see, like right here, even with this one, you can't see the gap right here, like you can see this one. You just can't see it as well. And that helps make it not so airy if that's what you are wanting. So when you come back up here, and you have to kind of pull to see that little hole instead of it just being there. So that's what I like to do to make it not so airy. I'm going to finish up this triangle real quick. And then I'm going to show you one more little thing that I do, that if you do not want to do this, you do not have to. It's totally optional. So what I do also is once I chain my 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what I do with mine. Instead of going into the front of the stitches as normal, I like to turn it to the back bump. And that's where I put my double crochets. So I turn it, I go ahead and turn it, and then I go into the 3rd chain. So 1, 2, 3, so this is the 3rd chain. and I do double crochets into the back bump. This is totally an optional thing. I think it also makes it a little tighter when you do it this way, and it makes the edge a little neater. And also, when you do the back bump, you don't have to flip this because it's already there. See, I just do like this. I don't have to flip it up. It's already ready to go into this slip stitch. And then I chain 2, then do 3 double crochets. So that is just another technique if you'd like to try it. That way you can tweak your own patterns to be the way that you prefer them, whether you like it airy or whether you like it tight. And it gives you more flexibility. Okay, that is the corner to corner triangle. I hope you all enjoyed that tutorial. I'm going to show you all also, I'm going to insert a picture that of something that I made, and I'm calling it the Lenore wrap. And I did a corner to corner triangle to make it. I'm going to insert a picture, but I'm going to use this little sample to show you all what I did. I made the triangle as big as I needed it, around, put it over her shoulders and everything to see how big, for her and how long she wanted it. And once I got it to the size it needed to be, what I did was I turned down the corners towards the point on each side, like this. So this is a little miniature version. You see how it's down like this. So this is where the person's head would go, right here. And their arms would go in here. So that's how it's called a wrap. And what I did for her, I cinched these sides here so it would be an armhole. Just enough to keep it from moving, so it wouldn't slide. So I cinched both sides so that she has an arm, space for her arm. And then I went a couple of single crochets around each armhole on each side. And then the edge right here is already pretty, so it does not need a border because it's using the wave, like a wave stitch. And then an additional thing I did, because these ends right here, once you put it on, hang down lower than the back. So they're really down like this. So what I did was I flipped up the corners, let me get this side, and made a pocket. And I just sewed it down. So there's a little pocket on each end of where these little corners were, like that. But I will insert a picture so you can see it on her. But all right, I hope if you do try to make this and you do make that wrap, I would love to see it. I'm on Facebook group at Setta's Place. I also have Instagram, Setta's Place. I would love for you to see it if you decide to make it. And but yes, so all right, that is it for today. I'll talk to you later and have a blessed day.